Continue. The Chimkin and biscuits. It does have to really think about life, though.
It does.
So there's that.
It's a good thing we just ate this stuff.
I know, otherwise it'd be, Oh no, it's all the way back here! Hold on. It's fine, we can make this work. Jojo.
Speedrun.
Speedrun! It worked last time, right? The Sport Monster won't forget this. He's really threatened by us. Oh, is this gonna be different because we attacked the whole time? Decided to go on attack. Low, does 1 damage. At this rate, this semester will probably be over before this fight is. Survive this battle. Decided to go on the attack again. Yep. Yeah, okay. You're right, it can be different because we need to see the biddies. Yep. Try and click off to the side where I won't accidentally do something different. Yep.
Fever dream.
Yeah, for real though. Okay. Here we go. We're back. We're full of KFC.
Yep.
We actually got it.
This game's working, dude.
They know what they're doing, man. Yeah, so we had our fill of KFC, and now we're ready to seduce the Colonel more. So, let's go.
Shit I never thought we'd do in our lives.
I mean, you're right. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. What stuff does she have? Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank!
Like him? Like?
I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him! Like him! We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible. Wait, is that? Wait, what? This doesn't make sense to me. That he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
What?
Am I having a stroke? Like, that doesn't make sense, right?
Nani the fuck?
You know what? Miriam is just so excited, she's just not making sense. It's fine.
I'm thinking that maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most favorite student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real.
Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients?
Big mistake! Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here?
Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He also... Wait. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals? I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it.
We both can't read. We're shutting down.
So I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret recipe or share it with your bestie? Oh, I don't want to make up a fake ingredient, but obviously we shouldn't tell her because it's also bad. I have a husbando I have to make proud, okay? You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about...
Yeah. It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds kind of like a witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt. Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good.
Don't worry about it.
You can ask her... Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. Oh... God damn it. A wind rushes in. I do like how it's coming from the cherry blossom tree, though. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh my god, it's real! I was looking for a picture earlier.
Look at your man. Look at me.
I'm on a horse. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. We're gonna admire his majestic glory.
Very majestic.
Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Why are the tears? It's just so beautiful. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. It's me.
What a horseful beaut you have! I mean, what a horseful beaut you have! Dang it! That's what I just said.
Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Fluffleclapsinjix gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping! I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. Hydration. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad.
Oh boy.
Like, counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad?
Oh no.
You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. He doesn't have a voice. He just is something.
He exists.
He exists. He changes every time.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
Tell him to stop acting immature, act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. Get a closer look? You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse.
It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn.
Now you've upset them.
Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. Oh god. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster.
That's the same book I found last night in the quad.
Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind the desk.
I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing.
Pop scares me.
He's gonna be the final boss, man.
I feel it, dude.
I'm scared. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Eat, eat.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Hey! His face! It's okay, Clank. We love you. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
Don't insult our Bane. Hey, watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again. I'm angry.
Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
Do all appliances talk in this universe?
Who knows? Everything talks in this universe. I'm up.
He's hungry.
Maid.
No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. You go, boy! Get him!
Ass.
Oh,
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Oh my god, this woman. Ashley's tone was completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse. Right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
No. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town. And my tiny legs are very, very tired.
So cute.
I fucking love this. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to this lesson. Truly, you do. Oh no. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Flabocalaxum? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? I like potentially spicy things. Pepper me up! Spicy. I like spicy. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out to grab it and eat it right away. This is a terrible idea. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Oh no, the peppers triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. We're going on an LSD trip. Like, this is what's happening.
My friend. Ooh.
This guy again.
I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny.
Of course it's our destiny.
All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat.
Rip.
It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill... the prophecy!
Dying.
You must.
You feel yourself beginning to regain consciousness.
Oh, man.
You come to and find everyone is staring at you. Oh, no! That's Peppa, was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever! You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday? Come on, it's time for lunch! Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared
via timed competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts.
She's so fucking thick, dude.
She's thick. Oh, she has a cleaver.
She can step on me.
So this is a dating game about Colonel Sanders.
But Ashley's so thick.
You're not supposed to fall in love with your rivals. Actually, you know what? That's a trope that we're all here for, so it's fine.
Dude, we do that all the time. Dude.
We won't talk about it. You know what? They're on.
A bit of a lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it.
I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool.
Great comeback, man.
Good one, Van. I like your gumption, Floboclaxum. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
No.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Oh god. Timer ready. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Oh!
I stand corrected.
The hard way builds solidity. What? Solidly, wow. Yeah, it's fine. I know how to read.
Words are hard.
The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be... He doesn't even have a voice. Where did I go? I just like...
We lost it, dude.
Shut down.
That break did not do us any good.
No, it did not. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now's my chance to shine.
Her cleaver's got a heart at the end.
So boo-boo. I will defeat you myself.
Oh god. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. I read that first line of you had his chicken, and I was like, did you birth a chicken? Whew, okay, it's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh god, I don't do well under pressure. What temperature does water boil at? That's wrong. I don't know. I'm a dumb American, okay? I don't know what Celsius is. What were you thinking, Flobo Clarkson? Get your head in the game. You're going to need to season chicken. Wait, you're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many years? 7?
Mm-hmm.
He said 11. He said 11. I've seen schnauzers with better sense than that, and the miniature kind no less. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor?
Yes.
Trust? Oh my god! We're not cut out to cook.
Apparently not.
I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. It's 3 in a row wrong enough to... Oh, it's 3 in a row wrong enough to cause a game over. Yep! Here we go. Remember how I said I was good at pop quizzes? It's fine. We'll get it this time. Okay. Focus! Head in the game! Okay. You're on! Speed run! Okay. Aroo! Okay.
Celsius.
That's right, but how would you even gotten into this school without knowing? Okay, you know what? You don't have to rub it in my face. When it gets to rub my furry belly, let that enticing offer motivate you. You know what? That's enough. I will win this time for you, Sprinkles. You go and you need to season this chicken. So he said 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps, time to elevate your craft. What state of mind? Okay, vigilance? Okay. Yeah, I get it. Next question. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on this advice and draw energy from that. Okay. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? What? What?
That question.
This is a horrible time to start forgetting important things. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling? What am I supposed to do with this? Don't make me get the spray bottle. Is this the end? Yep.
Oh my goodness.
How am I supposed to know these?
We didn't get prepped for this. We didn't have time to study.
I was too busy dreaming about Colonel Sanders. Speed run. Okay. Okay. 100 Celsius. Yes. 11. Gratitude. That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley. Okay. So where would it come? Deep beneath the surface of the Pacific. The shoulder of Orion. I don't know! Why would I know this? This is hard. Yeah. Okay, next question. Try to shut out the noise. The sound of success. Silence. That's right. When they taste... Oh, okay.
True.
When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Flobaclaxum. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing.
Imagine that.
All you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls? Oh God! Grr! You ever stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook? Which do you take? What a hunk!
I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focusing on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry. What does it have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixture. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing for personal touch.
Weird.
You might not have any hands, but Flobaclaxum does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking and you realize how serious your error was, you immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Flobaclaxum, no! Oh no!
God.
You're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning feeders. What the fuck? There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Oh my god, I'm starting to think that maybe we shouldn't take them on. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Flobaclaxum's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence.
It does look really good, though.
But it does. I was going to ask Flobaclaxum to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Oh my god. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. That's very cute.
That is adorable. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry glee.
Jelly?
Jelly?
Question mark? Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you.
As he places the sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache.
Puppy treats. Oh, pups.
Internalize. Or put yourself between. I don't know. We're gonna internalize it, because that's healthy.
Repressed.
This is healthy! Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows. I'm not allowed to love. This is why I'll never find true love. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brows, you run for the quad to be alone.
Oh my God.
What is happening? Is this how it's supposed to go? Are there different routes for this?
Probably. I don't know.
We might have to come back, because this is not good. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your
I'll fill your fire.
I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think.
Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner. What? I lost my business partner to a
Been
gunfight?
through a lot of shit.
Son, how old are you?
I didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. Why do you have that face?
Right? It's like looking at that.
I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence.
Yeah.
Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's a spork monster!
Porco?
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you. I apologize, and I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Aw, thanks, Porco. I'm glad that there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. Also, I want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook?
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
Thanks, Spork Monster.
This is so endearing. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Floba collects them. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Ooh. Are things about to get spicy? A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh, how modest. Actually, that's very nice.
No. Of course. Oh my god.
Always had a handsome goatee.
Yep.
Holy
was
shit.
born with it.
Oh, man. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live... Oh, no, that's you.
It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. He likes to tear up a lot. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close.
Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. Is it coleslaw?
It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps.
Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret? Just for you. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Y'all gotta pair up and build an empire together, because obviously that's what's happening. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day.
I present to you my original coleslaw.
Nailed it! The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy.
Sure, why not?
Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle.
Who frames a baby picture of just themselves?
Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded. Am I right? Champkin. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real.
Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive.
A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of Student pops up.
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I've never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze.
Oh my god.
The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt?
Maybe this is where he discovered one of his ancient secret herbs and spices.
Oh. Y'all wouldn't just do that just because. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. Jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Hey. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap. The jacket! You forgot to take it off! It's time to make the big move. Tell him you're cold? No, let's make the big move. Let's see what happens. Time to dive in. Whoa. This isn't that kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying.
Oh my god.
But still. Game over! Wow.
This game, dude.
So coy. Yes, honey. Loading. I'll go to the bathroom real quick. Since we have to go all the way back here. Speed run. Oh, hey, you got us there.
Yeah. Figured might as well.
Might as well. Okay. So we tell him we're cold now?
Tee. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up.
Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to do or what you're going to cook.
I should be home studying.
Overwhelmed, you take off his jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself.
Colonel?
Yes, Flowell Claxon? He's serious! Don't you leave!
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow. Oh, you tuck late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! I love it, man. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. We're not even dating! And he's bringing me breakfast in bed! Man is a keeper! He is a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's melt-delicious. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you returned, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence. Such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery?
No, we flattered this man.
Yes.
You know, I think we might make a great team.
A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay, I was just...
But now that it turns out that you're fine, I can finally get up to speed. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy.
Why is this so cute?
It's so good. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as it's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
Don't worry about it.
And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear.
And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers!
Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. But friend! When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hey, Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school?
There is that horse Colonel Sanders rides on to school, but who would dare to pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Floboclaxum, suggesting I to pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words. I won't have it.
You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I will never give up, ever.
Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over.
Cooking pun.
A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Floboclaxum, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Oh my god. Shut up with that cake, okay? Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her?
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
Don't say it like that. Don't do it. They said that's not what this game is. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Excuse me, Floboclexum. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Floboclexum. Why are things going wrong? We need to go back! Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. Also, I think we're on our way to the bad ending. Because we're... spellbook. Don't do it. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire. I don't really believe in this magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out.
Don't do it. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page.
I would use this spell here that says it will erase any one I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
Because this is a good idea.
Totally.
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. We're on the fast track to the bad ending. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it!
Don't do it.
You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dark moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrels in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. Ahem. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Floboclexum, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Marian's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirls and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class! Oh, you think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
Where?
But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well that doesn't make it a great date.
The word.
Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Oh, me. Oh. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps of his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Oh no! Miriam, what did you do?
Don't break his heart! How dare you!
No amount of seasonings is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Oh. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from.
In terms of deep friend footwear, I guess it looks okay.
Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down.
Miriam, how dare you break his heart?
Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Trademarked. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk.
Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy.
I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City.
Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her sharp bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up with Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me?
Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone who shows you a little interest anyhow.
Wow, this game be spitting facts, dude. Wisdom. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup.
And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up.
While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ishley. As planned, you began to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Floba Claxum's famous chicken pot pie.
Hey.
Huh. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders.
Convenient. Cherry blossoms floating in the room.
Right? Floba Claxum, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory.
The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Just fess up about it. Just tell us straight. See, he loves it.
Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little more than visualizing.
I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man.
You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell?
Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else.
Oh no, it's burning?
Oh no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. God, why does that look so good? It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. He probably does lay on the ground too, but whatever. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. This is like... Based on how KFC is, this is more of Colonel Sanders stealing your recipes.
Yeah, right.
Unless you legitimately partner up and it's fine, but whatever. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big preparing to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken. I bet he batters his chicken as it levitates through the air.
English.
He's from Washington? No, that is a southern thing. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into itty-bitty pots of broth. Best friend, Bastard Blast! Bastard Blaster! Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and ride! Yes, that's a good catchphrase. Ashley scoops her pastries off a tray with lightning speed.
Shallow personality spatula!
Oh my god, this is a thing. Even Clank gets into it.
5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique.
Wow, he has a voice. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English?
It's the singularity as was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all! Oh no. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic?
No, put that shit away.
Do it the hard way. We learned what happens when you do it the easy way. Who needs magic when you've got passion?
I'm gonna do it the hard way.
Yeah, you're gonna... Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Flobaclaxum. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Flobaclaxum, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever! You turn and notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you.
Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
Ready food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but
Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve the Spork Monster.
Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff, it's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind?
Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh?
Ha, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles into a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there.
Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during a scary tactics class, and when I woke up, he tossed a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Deep within yourself.
I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win.
Your hair... Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body.
My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Floboclax. You are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back up.
You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery.
You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Floboclaxum, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it.
But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart.
And the only rules.
Cooking. Yeah, you just gotta cook. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. We about to make a famous ball? Well, no, it's mac and cheese. Oh, who knows?
Are you suggesting?
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Oh, time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying.
It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now!
Let me guess. Did Van Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
I mean, there's a veggie salad. I don't know.
Okay. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long.
Yep.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny narutomaki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not like it would have been that hard, considering how small it is, but it's fine. Oh, not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. Just stop interjecting. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with this much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Flubba Klaxon, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made... It's gonna be poisonous again, isn't it?
Probably, yeah, because sea urchins are technically poisonous.
Yeah, you have to prepare them very specifically. Uni over smooth egg custard with an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles! A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine! Roar. Finally, Sprinkles goes in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to this sting!
Look what you did.
I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue! Disqualified!
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought serving a food in a bowl made of needles could make it so difficult to eat?
Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour! Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
It's really cute.
She's got great presentation.
Yeah, I would eat it, honestly. Too bad she's a bitch. That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it is quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It is fragile and meant to be display piece.
That's not the point of this competition, Ashley.
Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Flobaklaxum? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the hungry.
Oh my god.
I suppose you could smell it if you're absolutely insistent, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you.
And with that, Ashley stormed off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs.
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese
has become something else. You know what? They actually did do a macaroni and cheese famous bowl.
That's true.
Quite possibly around the time that this was released.
Probably, yeah.
I was correct again. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. You don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass.
Okay, Oprah.
Thanks, Oprah. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone is graduated, the students return for one last assignment: to get their groove on.
Birthday.
The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation class. Or whatever that's it. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. Oh, DJ Dog is in the house! Oh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh.
Damn! Damn!
She's thick!
Holy shit, dude.
Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Okay. Oh, amusing.
And now that everyone is together,
It's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out. I guess this is the first one.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Oh, she's so cute.
oh,
Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance?
I wonder.
Oh,
um,
it's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat.
a crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh, now I get it.
And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance.
Look at his little bow tie.
So fancy!
Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth.
Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing.
I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension.
What?
What?
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me?
I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she's managed to surpass you in that regard.
I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird.
Portal opens up and Clank disappears through it.
Clank.
Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Well, now I'm just kind of disappointed. The button-up, man. You could have at least had a button-up short sleeve, like the pocket. What
He's always had the bucket. He had the bucket on his sleeve.
I know that, but why does he have to have a T-shirt with it?
Don't worry
Why,
about
why do you need
He's
that?
gotta have a pin on him at all times.
Gotta sign them autographs.
So yeah.
Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. It's that party, the family size, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken, and man, by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Floba clacks him. What are you doing, sitting all alone?
Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
Yes, I would love to.
As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Floba Claxon.
How sweet. We'll work together and play together.
Oh no, Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself.
But who'll help you run your restaurants?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur?
I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school.
Oh, my dear Floba Claxon, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. Okay. That was a thing.
This fucking game, dude. Yep.
Oh, okay. That was a thing that we played.
Yeah. That was a game,
Whew,
I think.
boy, I'm not sure what that was. It was an experience.
Yeah.
Experience is a good word.
Oh.
Oh boy. Talk about fast track of love, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy Love Month, guys.
Yeah.
This is the most romantic game you could ever play.
Yep, totally. 100%. Feel all the romance, dude.
I feel so wooed.
Yep.
New husbando.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, we'll find another dating sim that's not revolving around chicken. Yeah.
Next time.
Okay, bye. That was fucking something, dude.
Yeah.
Well.